Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. Okay, so we had yet another day of extreme sell-offs and yet another day of flight to safety to gold. We broke 1800 again, and not only did we break it, we closed above it. We closed above our last swing high here. Yesterday, we said, I'm not sure why the lines went away, but we said, if we break above here, that you have a trade. And we based that up off of the hourly, and we said if we get above this area, what did we say yesterday? Yesterday we said if you get above here, which is around 1795, that you would definitely test the 1800 levels or higher, the last swing high here on the daily, the wick high here. And that's exactly what happened today. So, more bad news across the board. Europe, the States, doesn't make a difference, bad news. And so again, we have the flight to safety to gold. And as we said, it's all about your risk tolerance. It's high, but there's not to say gold can't go higher. There's not to say that gold will go higher. So it doesn't really make a difference. You can see we've shot up here, especially in the midday here. And now we're consolidating a little breathing, but you can see it's closing at the highs. So definitely some strength here in gold, and you can see that we're certainly overbought. So with gold being strong, what does that mean to our dollar currency pairs? Well, on the daily, we put in sort of a hammer. Buyers came in and brought us back up. We still, also an inside bar, we're still inside of yesterday's trading range. But what's important is that we stayed above this consolidation range. We stayed above that. But we're still below the wick high from the end of May. We're still below that, but we're above this action in here. Now, what we drew yesterday was this lovely uptrend line on a 1 hour time frame, and you can see, had you bought it, you would be doing fine. Little heat there, but you can see you would be doing fine had you bought it. Why is that? Or why are we pulling back a little bit? You can see that the dollar did take control, which brought us back down to our trend line. But then the pound surged a little bit, and that's why we got a little move up. So the dollar is in control, but the pound is above zero also. And we can see, the trend up is still going for the pound. We should see if we can get a bounce here off the moving average like we did here. And we can see that we're trending down here on the dollar, and it will be interesting to see if we get any type of pullback to the moving average. So overall, we have an inside day on the daily. So you want to mark the high and the lows and see which way we break. If we break below this wick, then we're back in this overall range and, back to consolidation. If we break higher, then we can retest the May highs and see what happens. Now the euro dollar is a little bit weaker. Here, you can see the resistance of our downward line basically held, and now we're back down with a little support of the 20 and the 50 moving average. However, the 20 and 50 moving average is moving sideways, which is a great testament to the sideways consolidation action of the euro dollar. Here, we drew this channel and said, until we break out of this channel, stay out of the trade. Well, we broke below it. You would have done fine if you traded. Now we came back up here and tested it, and we're failing again. So it'll be interesting to see if we continue to move down off of the long-term moving average, off of neutral, and get into some buying zone. We can see clearly that the dollar is in control. We got that divergence, which is what brought us down, got us out of this channel that we were mentioning. And we can see the fall off here on the individual currency pair. So as long as the dollar is in control, we'll see this move down, maybe test some of the wicks area down here at 1.41, or even our extreme low down here at 1.4. But in the end, you can see that our zone, once we broke it, now became resistance, and now we're moving back lower. Now we also have a zone here on our dollar franc. We've put in 3 days, 4 days here, basically one inside of the other. A lot of inside bars here. So you're going to want to watch that. And a better way to illustrate that is here on a 1 hour where we drew these lines in for yesterday. And we said as long as we're in it, either trade or the resistance to the support or trade to break. We're still above our long-term moving average. We're still above neutral. But now we're in a neutral zone. We're not in a sell zone. But we can see the dollar has taken control, but the franc is still strong. So look at our zones here on the dollar franc. Look at our zone here on our euro dollar. Will it be resistance? And then on our pound dollar, look at our trend line, and let's see how the market reacts. As we come to our 2 watch lists, we start off with our low volatility watch list, which is our 1 hour time frame using Bollinger Bands. For there, we're going to be watching the dollar franc and the pound dollar. For our inside bar watch list, we're going to be looking at the high and low of today's trading range with reference to yesterday, looking for a breakout, preferably in the direction of the trend. We've got the pound dollar, the pound yen, the dollar franc, and the dollar yen. Let's go to the economic calendar. As we come to our economic calendar, we can see, once again, we have Japan all industry, inflation data here in Germany, inflation data in Canada. But again, it's not always what's scheduled as much as what is not scheduled. So if any type of announcement comes out to try to stable the market for the weekend, that could certainly move the market. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.